Hello everyone. In this video I will give you a basic idea on how to use the Hypixel API with PHP. What you see here is a basic HTML template. First off, you want to make a form. The form method is post and the action refers to the name of your PHP file. In this case, Hypixel_index.php. The form has two inputs, one being a text input and one being a submit input. We will call the text input IGN and the submit input submit. You can add a placeholder to the text. This is not necessary. Next, you want to add PHP to your file. You do this by writing less than sign, question mark, PHP, and you end it with question mark, more than sign. Now we are going to use an if statement. If the button is clicked, we will run some code. You can do this by writing if isSet $_post and then the name of your submit button inside two square brackets. Next, we define our in-game name variable by using $IGN equals $_IGN. The IGN inside the post part refers to the name of your text input, so this can be something else if you want to. Next, we're going to echo it to see if it works, and it works. Now, we are going to remove the echo part. We add a new variable called file. The file is going to request data from the Mojang API. We have the standard API URL from Mojang, and at the end of it, we want to add our own input. We do this by using a dot and then the name of the variable where you stored your input. Next, we create a variable called Mojang. We use file getContents to get information from the Mojang API. This is in a JSON format. We can echo the JSON and see what you grabbed from the API. The ID is the universally unique identifier, also known as the UUID. The name is of course the player's name. We are now going to turn the JSON into an array so that we can use the data from the Mojang API. We create a new variable called Mojang Array. In this variable we convert the JSON into an array by using JSON_decode. We want to decode the JSON from $file and we want it to be an associative array. So we add true after that. We can print the array by using print_r. You can now see that we have an array. If we now remove print_r, we create a new if statement. And inside the if statement, we want to check if the Mojang JSON is empty or not. And if it's not, we want to run our code. So if it's not empty, we execute our code, and we do this by writing != null. Then we write down two curly brackets, and inside these brackets, we run our code. We create a new variable called player UUID, and we set it equal to the part inside the Mojang array called ID, because this was the UUID. We do this by writing $Mojang array, square bracket, quotation mark, ID, quotation mark, square bracket. Next, we get the player info from the Hypixel API by creating a new variable called $Hypixel_JSON. This variable is equal to the URL shown in the video. Replace the blurred key part with your own API key, which you can get on the Hypixel network by writing /API. At the end of the URL, we add our player UUID by adding a dot and then writing $player UUID. If we now get the contents from this URL, we once again get back JSON. To work with this JSON, we turn it once again into an array using JSON decode. Use print_r to print the array. You can copy this array into a handy website. Paste your array, and then you can easily see how to access specific statistics by clicking on the rights reserved icon. If we now, for example, want to get the amount of coins from a player in TNT games, we press the rights reserved icon. This shows us that the coins are inside player, stats, TNT games, and then coins. Because the value this returns is not an array, but just plain text, or digits in this case, we can use echo instead of print r. If we now run this, we can see that Plank has 53,307 coins. Thank you for watching.